Hello children, today we are going to learn the second unit of the textbook Behind class 9, of course subject English. The name of the lesson is The Sound of Music. Here this is the first part. The title of the first part is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Now we'll discuss something about this title also. The title itself is very interesting. Then how it is interesting now? We'll see. Here the author says that Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Now we all wonder, we are confused. How can you listen to sound when you can't hear? So this is something we will discover here. Okay, that's how Evelyn Glennie was able to listen to the sound although she could not hear. Now we'll go ahead. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Now, someone has commented this about Evelyn. He says that although God took away her hearing power, she was impaired. Means she was unable to listen, unable to hear. But He gave her who? The God. The God gave her an extraordinary thing, and that was the sense of feeling. She could feel very deeply, far more deeply than the normal people. Okay, so she is well-known multi-percussionist. She plays different percussion instruments like xylophone and drums. Read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. Now here from this story we come to know the theme. What is the theme? What is the story? The theme or the message we get from this story is the story. It is a motivational story. It inspires us. It inspires all of us. For what? To overcome our physical disabilities and achieve our dreams and goals just like Evelyn did. Now we can learn. We can have we can overcome from these kinds of difficulties and inabilities, okay, which the God has given, the nature has given her inabilities, but she overcame from them. Now we'll see paragraph 5 now, line wise. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous yet excited as she felt vibrations of the approaching train. See here, the scene in these few lines. The scene is of a platform, railway platform, train platform. It is underground and there is a huge rush at the platform. People are pushing each other to get way. People are pushing because there is crowd, and in that crowd there is a small thin girl. Here, slight girl means thin girl, small thin girl. Who is that girl? It is Evelyn. Evelyn is standing at the railway platform and she is waiting for the train. Okay. And just as she feels the vibrations of the approaching train, she realizes that what she realizes? She realizes that the train is about to come. She gets nervous and excited also. She gets nervous and excited. This is the train that will take Evelyn to London. Now she is talking, she is just thinking that this is the train which will take her to the city, London city. She is going to London to learn music as she has got admission in the Royal Academy of Music. Royal Academy of Music. She is going there. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for a teenager fresh from a Scottish farm, but this inspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Here, she was on the way to London. It is urban, whereas Scotland has farms and countryside. In London, it is a big city, and the Scotland, it is a farm area, or it is a green area, or it is a countryside area, we can say. So that is why Evelyn is nervous. Why? Because she is going to a big city from the countryside, from the village type area. And she is excited also. She is excited also because she is doing something that she always dreamed of. She is going to the Royal Academy of Music to learn music. Okay. And she is of 17 years old, and she is teenager, and that's why she is fresh from a Scottish farm, as Evelyn is far from Scotland, which has more of farms and countryside, so she has not seen fast life. The countryside life is very slow, like in another manner we can say it is very nice life, very peaceful life. Now, and on the other hand, city life like London or any other metropolitan cities in India also, these types of cities are very crowded, very fast cities, and that's why she was very nervous also. Okay, then Evelyn Glennie, loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from the friends and teachers, but by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. See, now here she is talking about her experience, past experience. What does the first sentence say? Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Means here, slowly, she started losing the power of hearing, and one day she was absolutely deaf. Means slowly, she was not deaf by birth, but slowly she lost her hearing ability. So, is Isabel Glennie the name of her mother, Evelyn's mother? Isabel Glennie. She recollects. She just remembers the memories. She recollects the incidents. One incident, what? When Evelyn was 8 years old, she says that Evelyn was waiting for her turn to play the piano, but when her name was called out, she did not reply. She did not respond, and her mother realized that Evelyn did not respond to her name. That means she cannot hear. She is unable to hear or listen, and that's why they felt that she has lost her listening sense. That listening sense, and due to that, as Evelyn lost her sense of hearing in phases, it was a gradual process. It was not a sudden incident. It was a gradual process. In the beginning, when she could hear partially, she managed to hide this disability from friends and teachers. Okay, but by the time when she became 11 years old, she grew 11 years old. She started deteriorating. Deteriorating means here what? Worsen or reduced means her ability reduced again to listen, the listening ability. And the headmistress of her school, she requested that they should means what? The parents of Evelyn means parents should consult a doctor. They should visit a doctor regarding her inability or regarding her hearing problem. So it was then discovered when they visited the doctor checked her and he found that Evelyn had lost the sense of hearing. And when the doctor checked her, then he declared that Evelyn has lost her hearing ability. She is now deaf. So, next paragraph now. But, and this incident, everything suddenly looked black. It means this information, this incident, when doctor told them that she has lost her hearing ability, this shocked everything. But Evelyn was not going to give up. That she was not the kind of child that she will lose or she will give up everything. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day, She noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the west up and the lower drum from the west down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in the different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sound and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. Now here in this paragraph, we can get idea that Evelyn had a determination. She had determination. What was her determination? Though she was unable to listen, she was determined not to give up, not to feel, not to give up this inability or not to leave the past. She was just decided to do something better. So, as we know that she was passionate. She was passionate about music. This news also did not break her because when she was passionate about music and when she came to know that she is unable to listen, but this news did not break her, did not allow her to go away from her path. So she started living like normal people and she started following her interest of music. Xylophone. Xylophone, what is xylophone? That is a musical instrument. Xylophone is a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. Okay, and you may see this in this picture. So here, when Evelyn saw a girl playing the xylophone, she wanted to play it too. See, when she saw that there is a girl, she was playing xylophone, and she also wanted to play that xylophone. Now, on one hand, Evelyn's teacher discouraged her because they knew that she could not hear and hearing was an important part of music. But Ron Forbes is a teacher. He saw that Evelyn was very passionate about music and so he decided something. When everybody knew that, other teachers they thought that she is unable to listen, then how can she learn music? Because it is very important. If you want to learn music, then you must listen that first. So Ron Forbes decided to do something for her to see her passion about music. So Ron Forbes taught. What did he teach her? He taught that he would teach Evelyn to feel music. He taught himself. He took two large drums and he tuned them to different notes. Drums are musical instruments and he turned them. He tuned them. He tuned each drum to different notes. Okay, he tuned these drums in different notes. So the sound produced by the drum was different. So it was distinct. Both the drums made different sounds and Evelyn could. And then he told Evelyn about why he tuned those drums in different way and he told, what did he tell her? He told that don't listen through your eyes. He told her that do not listen to your ears. Sorry, you do not listen with your ears. Just listen, just feel the music in some other way. He told. So, in the middle of your body is called the west. So here she says, Evelyn says that now as Ron had tuned up both the drums in different notes, so upper part of Evelyn's body, she says that upper part of her body above west, she could feel the higher note of the drum, and lower part of her body means up under the west, she felt the lower notes of drum. In this way, she started feeling the music, feeling the beats. Then she started feeling. This is how Evelyn can listen to the sound, although she cannot hear. She can sense different notes in different parts of the body. She can listen, she can hear the different notes in the different by feeling in the different parts of her body. Now the next paragraph. She never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. At the end of her 3 years course, she had captured most of the top awards. See here. In this paragraph, we come to know that she toured, she never looked back. Means what? Because of her determination, she never looked back. She just overcame from the hurdle of inability of listening anything. So she started sensing the different sounds through the different parts of the body, of parts of her body, and she progressed in her career. And in this way, she continued. She went ahead in her career of career in music. So Evelyn toured the United Kingdom and performed with a youth orchestra. Means she became very famous. She toured the United Kingdom. We hear means she became very famous in the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra. By the time Evelyn reached the age of 16 years, and after some years, by the time she grew around 16 years old, and she had decided to make music in her life. Means as a musician, she decided to have the career. So she auditioned means to give a short performance so that the director could decide whether you are good or not. So this is audition. So she auditioned for the herself for the admission in the Royal Academy of Music, and for surprise for others, her score was the highest in the history of the Academy. No other person had scored such a high score as Evelyn did. Means before Evelyn, there wasn't anybody who scored such a high score to get admission in Royal Academy of Music. And then now ahead, she gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. So initially, in the beginning, Evelyn performed. Okay, initially she performed in a orchestral performances, but afterward she started performing alone. She had achieved all the top awards by the time she had completed her 3 years course at the Royal Academy of Music. Okay, so she completed her 3 years course in Royal Academy and got several awards also, several top awards also. Now the next paragraph. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist, with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and the hectic international schedule. Now here, in this paragraph, if anyone says that Evelyn has done something great, she does not acknowledge that she is a very humble and down to earth. She did not feel that she was something great musician, but she always was down to earth, very simple. She said that two important things for success are, firstly, what are the two things? She says that there are two things, that is hard work and aim. She says that if you work hard and you have an aim, a target which you have to achieve, then you will definitely achieving it. You will definitely achieve that target. It was her opinion. And so Evelyn also achieved her goal because she had a goal and she had hard work. She did hard work also, and that's why she achieved her goal. She worked hard and she had an aim to become the topmost, the most famous, and the most sought after musician of the world, and she did that. She gained mastery of almost 1,000 musical instruments, and she is the most popular multi-percussionist of the world. She has a very busy schedule. She has programs and concerts all over the world. See, she is now a very famous musician and she is all the time busy with her music. Next, it is It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards gave me trouble. She laughed. It is It is not just watching the lips, it is the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese also. See here. When you watch, it means she says about this now. Here. In this interview, watch Evelyn functions so effortlessly. Okay. When she says that now, when you watch Evelyn work or perform so effortlessly, although she cannot hear, you get very curious because Evelyn can identify the slightest and the minutest sound made by the musical instrument. And now the writer here, the writer Deborah Cowley took Evelyn's interview. This writer took her interview which lasted for 2 hours. And here author says that Evelyn never missed a single word. She never missed a single word, and that what was she did not miss. She did not miss a single word, whatever he said. Then Evelyn says that those men who have long, huge, bushy beard, they gave her trouble. Why do they give her trouble? Because when they speak, she cannot see their lip movement as their lips are covered with the bushy beard. And that's why she says that these bushy beard people, the people those who have bushy beard, they trouble me. Why? Because she is unable to read the lips. She is unable to understand the lip movement. And she says, and it is not just watching the lips, it's whole face, especially the eyes. She says that he does not only see the lips, she does not only see the lips movement, okay, the person's face, to make out what the person is saying, but she sees the whole face. That means the entire expression of the face of the speaker, that makes Evelyn identify or know what the person is saying. So she again adds that the expression of eyes helps Evelyn make out what the person sitting in front of her is saying. The expression also add in her the understanding what the person is speaking. Means here she speaks very flawlessly. The writer says that she speaks very flawlessly. She was a Scottish. She has a Scottish accent. She has Scottish accent. Why she has a Scottish accent? Because she belongs to the country Scotland, and that's why her voice has that accent. Here, my speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. So she says that her speech, whenever she speaks, her speaking is clear because she could hear till she was 11 years, and that's why she learned how to speak. But after becoming deaf, Evelyn also learned 2 new languages. See, she could understand language, English language, because she learned till 11 years, and after 11 she became deaf. But after all, she learned other 2 languages also. Which 2 languages? She learned French and basic Japanese. We all know that Japanese, Chinese, these are very difficult languages. So, but she learned the basic Japanese also. So one can easily wonder that how she could learn these 2 new languages also despite her deafness. See, in spite of being deaf, how she could understand, how she could learn these 2 languages. Now the next paragraph will be as for music, she explains, he pours in through every part of it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonances flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs. Yeah. So here Evelyn says that how does she identify music? It creates sensation in her skin, in her cheekbones, and even in her hair. So every part of Evelyn's body responds to the music. When she plays the xylophone, she uses sticks and she can sense the vibration of the sound produced by the xylophone pass through the sticks up into her fingertips. Okay, and again, when Evelyn plays the drum, she leans towards the drum and she can feel that the echo flowing into her body. And when she performs on the wooden platform, she removes her shoes. Why she removes? She removes her shoes so that she can feel the vibration of the musical instruments pass through the floor into her feet and her legs. That is how she can feel sound of the musical instrument. Now the next paragraph. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Soloist of the Year award, says master percussionist James Blades. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Here now here Evelyn is a delight to hear. She gives very good solo performances. Hmm? In the year 1991, she was presented with the award Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award for her performing solo. In the year 1991, she got this award, the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. And here, this comment was also done for her. This comment was also said for her. And what was the James Blade? He said that who was that James Blade? He was a master percussionist, and his words were, what was that? We read before we started reading the chapter. According to James, God took away Evelyn's hearing ability, but in return, He gave her the strong power of sensing sounds, which enabled her to become a great musician. Here. Now, the next, Evelyn confesses that she's something of workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians, and Ritlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Now here, Evelyn is a very hardworking. She's workaholic, hardworking, always ready for work, hard work. So she does not stop working. Now, to be at par with those people who can hear, who are classical musicians, Evelyn works very hard. Evelyn says that whatever she got for her hard work, are huge and big. Evelyn does charity also. She got rewards, she got awards, and she does charity also, free concerts also for the society. She gives free concerts in hospitals and prisons. Then she also takes classes for young musicians, for those children who want to learn music. She takes classes also, music classes also for the young children. Evelyn is an inspiration for all. She is an ideal. And Ricklin, who belongs to the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children, and Ricklin, who runs the Beethoven Fund for the Deaf Children, she says about Evelyn that Evelyn is an inspiration for all the children, for those children who cannot hear. And when they get to know Evelyn's story, they feel that they can accomplish everything. They can fulfill all their dreams like Evelyn. Accomplish or achieve. Whatever she has achieved, all the children can achieve. The children feel, others feel. Now, Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can, and not the least. She has given enormous pleasure to millions. Here, here we know that Evelyn Glennie has achieved so much in her life that to people, those who are of her double of her age, have also not achieved those many things, that much popularity, those many awards as Evelyn has done. Orchestra is a group of people who are playing different musical instruments, and generally the percussion instruments like the drums and the xylophone are placed at the back end of the orchestra, or they are placed at the side. But Evelyn performs solo. She gives special performances with these percussion instruments, and that's why the percussion instruments have come in the front orchestra. Okay. So Evelyn's story is an inspiration to those people who are physically disabled also. Okay, they feel that if Evelyn can achieve her dreams, even they can. And Evelyn has given a lot of pleasure to her audience by playing such good music. So here we come to know that she has done lot, she has worked hard, and she got success. So it is a real, it is a fact. It's a fact that